Hi there. Hi there, I'm Tom. I'm a drummer and sound engineer from London who went on a tour for the first time with a A-list band, and here's what happened. So, I'm a drummer for an artist called Alfie Castley, and earlier this year we were hitting the road as a support act for the legendary Take That. I couldn't believe that I'd actually managed to get this gig, and I tried as best I could to get some footage so I could share with you guys the experience of going on tour for the very first time. So we headed off from the hotel to the airport the next morning, and then we got to Frankfurt, headed to the hotel where we would then drop off all our gear before heading to our pre-production rehearsal. This is where we'd be setting up all of our show file with our in-ear monitors, which I was taking care of for the band. And it was really helpful to get a base for the whole rest of the tour to save us time when we got there. And that led us to day one, where we drove to the venue from the hotel. Here we are pulling into the gate, and I don't know if you can see, but there are already fans waiting outside. Sadly, however, as this was the first day, I didn't get to film too much. There was a lot of stress ensuring we were running smoothly, as this was the first time running the show to a live audience. You can see a few shots taken by Alfie's manager here. We were so lucky to catch someone to Take That before we had to head off. Just have a little. Day two, we managed to get a bit more footage of this venue. Here you can see the venue, and we're setting up with a small clip of me behind the kit. Here's a little preview of what happened when the show got underway. This was honestly one of our favourite venues that we got to play, but unfortunately after this show we got caught in the worst rain I've ever been in. You can hear it here. On the next day, here we have a wild Alfie dancing during the rig check that Take That were doing. I didn't get to film much at this venue. There was so much going on, and it was a really cool venue. We ended up playing in a theme park, so we got to spend quite a bit of the day walking around, went on a few rides, that sort of stuff. It was quite an experience. I never thought I'd be going and having a nice day out at a theme park and then playing a gig in the evening. Next day we had to be up really early. At this point we were running on about 3 hours sleep, but we caught the ferry before getting to see part of the Berlin Wall, which is quite interesting. Had a lovely little debrief from our tour manager talking about the history. Show 5, easily one of the biggest venues that we played, was Mönchengladbach. It was amazing. As you can see, it was massive. It could hold a capacity of about 14,000 people. It created such an amazing atmosphere, honestly. It was something that I'd never experienced before. That many people singing and clapping along. It was just amazing, really. And it was interesting to see how this sort of level of show was actually run. Obviously, a lot more people than any other show that we'd done on this tour. And it wasn't much different to the other ones, which really surprised me. A lot of the same principles and everything sort of stayed the same. A lot more space on the stage was really the biggest thing that changed. But it was really nice talking to the tech crew about how they run their ship, and it was really interesting to see them and how quickly they could make something from nothing, if that makes sense. But here's a couple of videos of us doing our pre-show ritual and clips of the show. What if I could talk to myself?
5, 6, 7, 8, big things come in small packages. Let's do that again. A 5, 6, 7, 8, big things come in small packages. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats! Oh yeah! Let's do this. Let's do this.
We try our best, we don't always do our best. Well, architecture is a verb as well. And since we are the architects of our own lives, let's study the habits, the practices, the routines that we have that lead to and feed our success. Choose it because you want it. Do it because you want to. You gotta make mistakes. You gotta own it. Then you gotta make amends. Then you gotta move on. Guilt and regret kills many a man before their time. So turn the page, get off the ride. You are the author of the book of your life. What if I could talk to myself? Say how I feel. Will I be better off with somebody else? Maybe I am wrong, but how I felt alone in my mind. So I don't want to talk to myself, 'cause I know you're real. The monster shout inside my heart. Say what you want me to say. Say what you want me to say. Say what you want me to say. Say what you want me to say.
Day 6. Here we are in Munich. I was very, very lucky to have some family come out to see me here, which was nice after being gone from home, to have some home come out to me. And what a gig for it. Honestly, all the crew were really excited for this one, as all the lights were actually being able to be seen this show. A lot of the shows were done during the day, or at least early evening, so there was still light, and a lot of the light show got lost, and it must have been quite sad for the LD having all this hard work gone into it and not all of it being seen. But this show, it really showed it off, and honestly, what an amazing LD and design that they actually had going on. Here's a little clip of us running our sound check, which is easily one of the most crucial parts of the process each day. This is where I would be making sure that all of the inner monitors were how we wanted them to be for the actual show. As you can see, there's a little iPad next to my laptop there. This is where I was basically, I was wired into the desk via this iPad. I was able to control everything we heard in our ears, which was quite amazing. I love how technology has allowed us to do this, almost like a virtual mixing desk on the iPad. And yeah, it was really useful for this, as I was on stage with the guys, and we didn't have a monitor engineer. So I was doing that, and this is a great place for us to find all the problems of this venue or things that aren't working right, and to fix it before the show starts.
Could you please just play 20 seconds along with the acoustic guitar? Yep. Would you give me just a nice riff for about 20 seconds?
day 7. We wouldn't be doing it all properly without some Mackies and going a little bit crazy. So here's a little bit of us losing it on the way to the next venue after being stuck in a van for hours and hours on end with each other.
Out, 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 oh, your anticipation pulls you down. 'Cause you can have it all. You can have it all. Oh, so come on. Oh, come on. Get it on. I don't know what you're waiting for. Your time is coming. Don't be late. Hey, hey, so come on. See the light on your face. Let it shine. Just let it shine. Let it shine. That's it.
After all of this, we got to the venue and this was our final show with Take That. It was a very, very emotional show for all of us, honestly. Going from before the tour where we were playing pubs and clubs and maybe a few festivals every now and again, to playing this size of crowd and with such an amazing band that had us supporting them. It was honestly, it was a bit of a reflection moment for all of us. We sat there and all got to watch the full show of Take That this time, which was really nice. And to be able to sit there and go and realise the amount of people that had witnessed us play and what we had just accomplished. And obviously for seasoned musicians who do this on the regular, this is just regular stuff. But for us, this was the very, very first time we'd ever experienced any of this to this scale. So honestly, it was an amazing thing. And we just, none of us thought when the year started that we'd be doing this in this period of time. And we'd only ever been dreaming about it up until this point. So honestly, it was a bit of a bittersweet moment. We couldn't wait to get back home to see all of our families and well, go back to our bed. I know it sounds really silly, but something as small as a bed at home is, honestly, you do miss it. But at the same time, we all knew that we would miss this touring so much, and honestly, it's such a bittersweet moment because we all want to get back out there and do it again, but on to the next one, you know? Here's the very sad moment where we can see the tour bus driving away, making it official that we were all heading home. After this, we headed back to the hotel for the night to then wake up the next morning and get our flights back home. And it was a very, very sad flight. It was marking the end of quite a momentous occasion in all of our careers. And yeah, honestly, we learned a lot on this tour. And I just wanted to take you through with me. If anyone wants to see any other aspects of this, I'm hoping to post a full show video at some point. But if anyone has any more questions about things that we've done, and if I have any more information on what we did and anything I learned, I'm happy to post more. So please comment below and or message me. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy this video. And yeah, on to the next tour.